Vlad, Brand especially. That hurts Brand a lot. But anyone that has like that's not just burst AP, as more of like a DPS it's really good against. Spirit Visage would be probably if I need like if I'm dying really fast and I can get like shields for my supports or whatever. It'll help me out with that. I'll get good sustain. Like if I get out of a fight alive, it'll only take like 30 seconds. I'll be back to full health again. There's Shyvana.
They are nothing before me.
So, and then the other one would be Abyssal Helm or Abyssal Mask, which I built last time. The reasoning for that was because they're all tanky. They give you MR, but Abyssal Mask also gave me bonus AoE damage. Well, not AoE damage, bonus magic damage for my AoE, because I was diving on multiple of them a lot of the time, trying to just to zone them while my team dealt with the stuff. Our team last game, we were all kind of like, we were spread apart. We weren't really working together very well. So we probably should have been like more clear with each other through pings and stuff like that. This is actually a pretty good matchup for Shyvana into Hecarim, because Shyvana already does decent amount of damage to him because he builds tanky to make up for the fact how squishy he is like Shyvana. But at the same time, when you get your mallet or you fight him with your red buff, he's already at a clear disadvantage because you're depriving him of AD from his passive, which hurts him a lot. You're also able to keep up with him pretty well if you get like a slow on him or something like that. And especially early on, before he gets his Triforce, he's like free game. I mean, of course, I'm probably gonna get stomped by him just from saying this, but oh well. Don't really like Abyssal Mask. The passive is nice, but honestly, the extra AoE damage is useless. I wouldn't say that. And the MR plus HP stats are lower than those in the Visage. Okay, the Visage, don't go Visage and Visage. If you're gonna go, if you don't like Abyssal Mask that much, go Visage in Adaptive Helm, because you're losing out on that unique passive just right there. It's pretty used. You could have been getting a different unique passive, which is also really good from Adaptive Helm. But I like Abyssal Mask because Shyvana's entire kit, basically aside from auto attacks, is magic damage. So that's why she's a hybrid. She's half magic, half AD. So I think it's pretty good, especially because you're in the middle of them. It's just free extra 15% damage bonus to them. Obviously, it's more of like, it's not as tanky as the other ones, but I guess if you don't like it that much, then don't go it. Cause like I didn't like building. I don't like building Titanic Hydra. I know a lot of people go that, and it used to be like the best build path to go. But I didn't like it at all. That's why I used Frozen Mal instead. Her AP scalings aren't that high. Well, here's the thing about it. Even though she does half her damage in magic damage, but the reason for that is mainly because of her E. The only thing she has AP scaling on is her E and her ultimate. I think they're both like 50% AP. I'm not really sure. It's pretty useless. But your damage isn't coming from your ultimate, and your damage isn't coming from the active like of your E, or at least the actual flame itself. The magic damage is coming from your auto attacks on them, and just being around them, and just like, even though it doesn't seem like much, even like your ultimate damage, your E damage, like all these little damages, they add up. Like, it adds up really fast. Like, you see people like a Sunfire Cape, you don't really notice it in team fights at all. It's kind of like it's not doing anything, but just being in like if you're level 18 and you're near someone for 5 seconds, that's like 200 damage worth of magic damage just for being there for 5 seconds. It adds up a lot. For Bloodrazor Bork or Bloodrazor Mallet to Mallet. Wait. I prefer Bloodrazor Bork or Bloodrazor into Mallet to Bloodrazor or Bloodrazor Titanic. Yeah, Okay, here's the thing about I already explained why I don't like Titanic. You just don't get stickiness. You get burst, but it's just not my thing. I don't like it. I know it works for a lot of people though. Blood Razor into Bork. That's really strong because you have a lot of on hit. It's a lot of percent health damage you get from your auto attacks, but you're desperately lacking in tanky stats, which is a problem. Heckram's veiny cock. Alright, so I'm going to start on blue buff here so I can keep, since the enemy jungler is going to be starting as red. I'm going to go machete first, and I'm going to get my E first instead of my W, because E does more damage to buffs than your other abilities, because it does percent health. I feel like I'm having an AFK farm. Oh wait, here, I'll get reds first. It used to be 80%, but they nerfed it to 20. They made it a DOT and ult. The DOT and ult's really nice, actually. I like that a lot. Here, was it ground target AoE? Yeah, it is. Okay, I feel like I'm AFK farming a Shiv, and I have a hard time pulling off good ganks. Well, Siobhan, it's not a secret that Shyvana's ganks are pretty crap. She doesn't really have any form of slow. She doesn't have hard CC, and she doesn't even have weak or soft CC, like a slow or anything. So what you do to make up for that is you objective control. That's why they gave her 10% on her this crappy passive she has, 10% more damage to dragons. So you can control objectives easier. You can counter jungle fast, and you have to look for opportunities or take advantages around the map that give you these opportunities. Ooh. Oh my god. That was nice. Alright, yeah, basically it's more of like you need really good... Shyvana teaches you really good macro in general because you don't have the luxury of ganking early. She has pretty crappy early pressure. I'm just gonna smite that now. Yeah, what are you saying? Blood Razor Bork is pretty bad at killing squishies because, you know, it's not bad, I think. I mean, there are better options though, because you have to remember, squishies, if someone's squishy, they're more likely doing more damage to you. So it's also going to hurt you there since they can kill you faster as well.
I go.
I'm going to ward this right here just in case Hecarim tried to cheese me. Hecarim most of the time is not going to try to cheese you though, because his clear is pretty weak. I have red buff, so I'm going to head up the top right now. Hopefully Clegg gets level 2 fast. Okay, that's warded. Who cares, I'm going in. Alright. Okay, I think he used his ghost there, but I don't know for sure. So I'm just not gonna ping it. Oh geez, that's not good. Alright, I'm gonna have to go to mid lane to hold that turret for her. Alright, at this point it's not even worth it, so I'm gonna hit this because I'm low. I'm gonna pull them out, and I'm gonna kill the small ones over here while kiting them back in the bush. That way the ones in the back had to keep walking up towards me, and they couldn't all, because I ran into this bush here, not all of the raptors could fit in there to attack me. So that's what allowed me to kill them. Oh my god, he killed them. If I just stood in the middle of them trying to attack them, I probably would have died. So now I have this. I'm gonna get Dagger. I was trying to decide whether I want Boots, Dagger, or Red Ward for Dragon. But so that's an Infernal Dragon. So I kind of want it. I'm gonna try and risk it a bit to get that. Hecarim's probably already backed, so I'm gonna clear this jungle out to give him time to head up to his topside jungle. That way, whenever he's at his topside jungle, I can just take drag. Or gank bot, whichever's easier. I just smite. Now, the reason I just smite is because I explained earlier that I take lifesteal coins and runes for better sustain. And the smite actually gives you 10% lifesteal right off the bat. I think Hunter's Machete gives you 3. So that lifesteal with the coins and stuff that I run actually helps me a bunch with soloing like dragons or just getting free health in general. I'm gonna head. Okay, it looks like they're okay. I can't really gank that yet. I don't have ult. I'm going to take this scuttle before getting this drag in case someone comes. Hopefully they didn't ward that. It's already okay. Okay, casting 6, so I can't even do anything. We're in that in case Hecarim comes. And I'm just gonna use both my health pots here. Okay. There's Hecarim right there. Shit. Yeah, he saw me. Yeah. Okay. That was... I probably should have left the second he saw me. But that's what I was saying. I'm gonna just risk it because I wanted to try for that Infernal. That actually put me really far behind. And I could have just ganked bot because they were pushing again. So, I made a huge mistake there. So, I'm just gonna go Boots here and red buff. I'm just gonna try and farm, maybe gank bot if they decide to stay there. When do you defend turret for a laner? Whenever. Good time to defend turret for a laner is basically whenever there's a wave here and they're pushing against this turret, and maybe your laner isn't there because they died, they're on their way back to lane, they went to roam. You gotta hold the lane so there's damage not getting taken from the turret, and you get free XP for it. Okay, I can't gank that yet because I was stupid and died, so I don't have my ult now. So right now, what I've done is pretty inefficient because I've made some bad calls. So I should have had my ultimate about a minute and a half ago, 2 minutes, whichever. I do have my ultimate now though. I'm gonna ward this in case Hecarim tries to invade me. And since I have red buff, I'm gonna be looking to gank Cannon up here after Krugs. Sometimes our laners get really salty though. If they get salty over you holding it, okay. If they get salty, you might be pushing out the wave. Whenever you're there, unless the turret is gonna be taken, only like last hit the. Ooh, you took some damage there. Only like last hit the wave, so it doesn't push it out back towards them. Crap. Alright, at least it was a red ward, so I can get rid of it. I'm gonna be looking to gank Casson here. I should get level 7 off this Krug. Or Scuttle. Holy crap. Oh jeez, I didn't even see that. Alright, he used his ghost. Okay, I'm making some bad calls. I'm gonna head back up the top lane. This is where like you would hold it. Does he have TP? He does not. Alright, I'm warding that. So I'm gonna just last hit here.